Hey music fans! As a roadie, I had this great opportunity to tour with all these bands. I wrote a book about my experiences on the road, and it was the #1 new release on Amazon and Bios, and it's now sold millions of copies on Kindle. I'm Joel Roadie, and this is my podcast, Party Like a Rock Star. This is a new Ado song. I don't know if it's totally new from her or it's just a release of a video. It's all in Japanese, so it's a little difficult for me. I did do a Google translation on the title, and it says Chocolat Katabra. So anyway, that's what we're going to check out together. I am a new fan to Ado, a big fan. I think incredible talent here. Very excited about this young lady and her career and to see where it's going. Thus far, in general, I've loved everything. There's been a couple ones. Ready Steady wasn't so much for me, but a lot of the stuff I thought was just great. So anyway, let's jump into this one and see what we got.
Chocolat Katabra 目指す思考へって使い方を乗り換えて私がテイクアウトショコラで書き出す魔法よく見て星座のせい、魔法のファクトリーは深夜愛を作り出してんだガチった瞬間がピカが生んだ口に弱くて真剣な音へスポットライトの熱内緒の呪文さ夢の合言葉はショコラカタブラ締めを見ろよ夜の落とすよショコラカタブラ原色に色のないクラブワールズ踊ってほらよラップレててショコラカタブラファイトワンダーかじった途端ない3体ビトゥですゲートゲーム根源はショコラカタブラよりいろんなハッピーゲンが朝までずっと永遠にしなぜショコラララ月の夜に書き添いでエンドフィンテージ待ってる勝手に幻想へ少年とは抜けの出そうにおいで抜け出そうか太陽系Taste me and not taste me in this fantasy won't pay Chocolat Katabra Chocolat Katabraこれより前の苦いの太陽の熱天使ってよかしな言葉で曲げと溶かした言葉だってじわしてこっち時計のラブどんな世界に連れ出したい俺が一度でショコラカタブラ兄弟がスマホかけてよショコラカタブラ
Oh, there. Difficult track to react to, at least the way I do it. It's like pop gone crazy. I don't know where the track was gonna go. I don't like electronic sounds usually in music. I liked these ones. Don't tell anybody. Shh. But I liked how her voice was so in the front of the mix the entire time. I always like how she switches her voice up. I like the aggressiveness of her vocal. I thought the animation was cool. Are you guys getting this? I'm obviously hated the track. I really enjoyed just the ride. I didn't know where we were going on this roller coaster. It was just pop mayhem. And I totally enjoyed that ride. I thought it was so good. So this is another song that really expands her in my personal knowledge base of her repertoire. It's a little bit different than everything. So it's interesting when an artist does something like that. If you get a particular sound people like, you stick with it and you keep pushing it, right? You just keep going. You keep coming out. You're Johnson & Johnson and you keep coming out with the same toothpaste because it works. But with Adele, she's like, nah, I'm going to keep switching stuff up and doing my own thing. The producing entities behind this too, whoever produced this track, engineered it and whatnot, super, super talented, did such a very, very good job. It sounds so awesome. I always think, and I worked for a little while in a recording studio when I was a kid. Got to work for Billy Idol there and Poison, actually. I toured with Poison, but I also worked with them in a recording studio before that when I was, I think I was 20. So I always picture myself just sitting there in front of the console with the ability to switch up whatever, but you're sitting back knowing you've already done the job and you're hearing it all through that wonderful studio sound system. So a track like this that's produced this well, I imagine them all sitting there in that studio going, this one's good. This sounds really good. We earned our money here. We did a good job. And the masses are going to enjoy. So as one of the masses, I tip my hat off. I think this track kicks butt. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, everybody. I look forward to seeing all of you on the next one. Hey, the podcast is over. What are you still doing here? Well, while you're here, like and subscribe. Thanks.